Job has gone through many things. He lost everything because Satan took it from him. Remember, Satan set his sights on Job, and now Satan is taking everything. Satan took away all of his blessings, took away his family, and now has attacked him in his body. Remember the boils, the pus, and everything from last week? All right? And then at the end, Job's friends came. There were 3 friends. And they came, and the Bible actually said this, the friends came to try to comfort him. Let's read whether this is true or not. Let us see whether his 3 friends knew God or not. All right? So we're going to go through quite a few scriptures here, and you are going to see the progression now through all the troubles, what Job actually thinks about all of this. And you're going to see his 3 friends, what they think about Job's situation. All right? So you're going to see a lot of back and forth. Now you may say at the start, there's a lot of chapters on this back and forth conversations. So I'm going to put it a little bit in order for you. So basically what you're going to see here is the conversations that his friends had with Job. All right? Job had with his friends. They are talking among one another. All right? And you are going to see that right at the start, it's going to be a mudslinging thing. You know, the friends came, they are supposed to comfort Job, but they're going to take up mud, and they're going to take this mud up, Job, boom, and throw it on Job. And Job is going to say, why are you throwing mud on me? I don't deserve this. So he's going to defend himself. So you will see a lot of this happening. All right? So the friends will be having a, what I call a sin flinging. You know, you take sin and you throw it at that person and say, look at you, And then, of course, Job will take up the shield and say, look at how great I am. Are you ready? All right. Job 4, that's where we are starting. All right. So this is his first friend. Job 4, verse 7 to 9. This is his first friend. He has 3 friends here, all right, mentioned here by name. Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar. So this is his first friend, all right? Remember, this is friend of Job. I'm a friend of Job, okay? This is his first friend, Eliphaz. Eliphaz is very direct. Job, you are a very sinful person. I mean, I know you said you are righteous and you are perfect, all those good things which you say about yourself, but basically you are very sinful. And everything which happened to you, you deserve it because you are very sinful. All right, let's read. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent. You see, Job, you are not innocent. You are very sinful. You are guilty. Look, an innocent person will never perish like you. Man, Job, you are to blame. Go blame yourself. I'm your friend, remember? I'm trying to teach you. You are to blame for your own problems. You see? Whoever perished, nobody ever perished, who are innocent. Where were the righteous cut off? Hey, if you are really righteous like you said you were, these things wouldn't happen to you. So, you are sinful man. Job 5, 17 to 18. So I'm picking out all those verses with which Eliphaz says. Job 5, 17 to 18. This is the same person, all right? Behold, happy is the man whom God corrects. Hey, what do you think? God corrects you because you are sinful. Be happy in your misery. Be happy that your children die. Because look, despise not the chastening of the Almighty. He is Almighty. He wants to do this to you because you are sinful. You are not a correct person. You deserve what you got. Next verse. He makes sore and he binds us up. Look, God makes you sore. And then God will bind you up. God will kill you, then he will heal you. That's his friend. He wounds you. Look, he's going to wound you, and then his hands will make you whole again. That's the advice which Job is getting from his friends. Job 22, verse 3 to 5. This is Eliphaz again, all right? Is it any pleasure to the Almighty that you are righteous? Ha! Eliphaz says, Job, look, you are just self-righteous. Remember at the start of the book of Job? Job, righteous person, perfect before God. Because Job says, hey, that's who I am. And this, his friend says, is it any pleasure to the Almighty, to God, that you are such a righteous person? Look at you. You just think that you are righteous. Or is it gain to him that you make your ways perfect? You see, God didn't make him perfect. He's not perfect at all, but he believes he's perfect. So he says, you make your ways perfect. Job thinks he's a very good person. His ways are perfect. Next verse. Will he reprove thee for fear of you? You're so good that God is afraid of you. Will he enter with you into judgment? Surely God is not going to do that if you are so good. Next verse. Is not your wickedness great? You see, Job, let's get down to the bottom line. You are a wicked man. You just believe that you are righteous. It's all in your mind. Your iniquities, come on, just a little bit more. Your evil, your iniquities, your wickedness, your wrongdoing. What is it? Is infinite. Basically, he says, look, Job, you are a very wicked man. Your wickedness and your wrongdoing is infinite. That's why God punished you. If you were really righteous, if you were really perfect, then God wouldn't punish you, Job. You see? It's all because of you, Job. That was the first friend, all right? So you will find many, many other verses throughout all the chapters in the Bible because, like I said, this is a conversation between Job and his three friends, all right? So they will be going back and forth, back and forth. Now let's move on to the second friend. The second friend's name is called Bildad. All right? Job 8, verse 3 to 6. Job 8, verse 3 to 6. This is his second friend's message to Job. Remember, the three friends came to comfort him. So the first one, lots of conversations, point the finger at Job. Job, you are sinful. Your iniquities are infinite. So here is Bildad. Bildad has another message. Job, you have hidden sins. You see, people do not know about it, but surely you have sins in your life. It's hidden. So the only way to becoming blessed, back like you were, is to earn it back from God. You got hidden sins, you got to do something about it, and then God will love you back. So conditionally, you have to earn it back from God. All right, so let's read some of Bildad's message to Job. Does God pervert judgment? Does Almighty pervert justice? What do you think? You think God is wrong? Come on, let's read on. If your children have sins against him, and he have cast them away for their transgression, if you would seek unto God betimes, make your supplication to the Almighty. Next verse. If you were pure and upright, if, Job, you are like what you say you are, pure and upright, surely now he would awake for thee and make the habitation of your righteousness prosperous. You see, Job, surely God is not wrong. You deserve all these punishments because something is wrong in your life. Maybe we cannot see it because it's hidden, but you are punished for a reason. You are punished because if you were really pure and upright, and if you were righteous, you would be prosperous. You see the argument? Surely something is wrong with you. That's why you lost everything. And that's why you are in such pain right now. If you were really righteous, this wouldn't have happened to you. Job 8, verse 11. Okay, now he goes into the argument. Can the rush grow up without mire? Can the flag grow without water? He says, look, let's sit down and talk about this, Job. You know the grass, the weeds which grow by the water, the rushes, you know all those things? Come on, do you really think that the rush, the weeds, all those things can grow without water? You see, can there be a smoke without fire? Come on, Job. Surely you are hiding something from us. You see, there's something wrong in your life which you are not telling us, which nobody knows about. So that's why God took away everything from you. Can the rush grow up without mire? There's no mud. You cannot grow. You cannot grow these things. You cannot have all these things coming up without water. Next verse. While it is yet in its greenness and not cut down, it withereth before any other herb. So are the paths of all that forget God. You see, Job, you forgot God. And the hypocrite's hope shall perish. Job, you are just a hypocrite. You say you are good. Come on. There are hidden sins in your life. Come on. Can the plant grow without that water there? No. So come on, Job, admit to it. Admit to it. You are a bad person. You are a bad person. And the first one already said, Job, in your face, you are a sinful person. So this conversation goes on for chapter after chapter. Third person now, third friend. The third man is Zophar. All right? Zophar is a very legalistic person. He's going to tell Job, look, Job, all of this happened. This is what you have to do to get right with God again. This is what you have to do. If you do right, then things will change. If you do not do it, then your troubles will just go on and on and on. Look, you better get right with God. Zophar. Job 11, verse 13 to 17. All right, this is the third friend speaking. If you, Job, prepare your heart, all right? Job, you really have to do this, all right? Stretch out thy hands towards him, stretch out, all right? Do this, do this. Do your heart, do your heart. Do your hands, do your hands. Do your head, do your head. Do your knees, do your knees, all right? This is what you have to do. Next verse. If iniquity be in your hand, put it far away, all right? Look, Job, this is what you have to do. Evil hands, put away your evil hands. How do you do that? Well, never mind. But put it away anyway. Let not your wickedness dwell in your tabernacles. Whoa. See, you have all of this. Do this. Next verse. For then shall you lift up your face without spot. Look, you do this first, and then your face will be spotless. Remove the spots, and you will be spotless. But you do it. Yeah. You shall be steadfast and shall not fear. Next verse. Because you shall forget your misery and remember it as waters that pass away. And your age shall be clearer than the noonday. You shall shine forth, thou shalt be as the morning. All right? So the only way to get right with God is to do this. Got wickedness in your heart? Remove it. Come on. Take it out. Take it out. Job, you take it out. You got hands which are evil? Remove your hands which are evil. Lift up holy hands. Lift up holy heart. Everything. Come on, Job. Come on, Job. You do this, and then this will happen to you. But you do it, Job. Last verse, Job 20, verse 29. Zophar. This is the portion of a wicked man from God, and the heritage appointed him by God. So if you do not do this, what I have told you, Job, I'm Zophar. If you do not do this, then this, your misery, is the portion of a wicked man, because you are wicked. You didn't want to remove your wickedness, so you will receive what you got. You basically deserve what you got. And the heritage appointed unto him by God. This is your inheritance. This is your heritage. You will suffer, you will die in your misery because you refuse to rip out the wickedness from your heart. You refuse to do that with your hands. You refuse to do what you said you are supposed to do, or what I tell you to do. Therefore, you are going to continue to suffer. But if you do what I tell you to do, then everything will change. Yes. But it's all up to you. So those were his three friends. Remember? They took the sin and the mud, and Job is just sitting there. Throw it at him, cover him. You are to blame. You are not righteous. You are wicked. You know, everything which happened is basically your fault. And even if we don't know it, it's all the hidden things in your life. Okay, now the next question is, what do you think Job says to all of these accusations? Does he say, oh, yeah, I'm such a bad person, you know, wow, you know? No. Let's read Job's reply, all right? Let's start from the very beginning. Job chapter 31. Job 31, verse 3. Okay, let's start from Job 13 first, all right? Job 13. I want to show you his progression of thought. Job 13, verse 3. Job 13, verse 3. All right? So I want to show you his thinking. Job 13. This is Job speaking now, all right? Remember all the accusations which are hurled at him? This is what he says. Surely I would speak to the Almighty. I am going to speak to God. And I desire to what? Reason with God. I'm going to talk to God and I'm going to reason with him. All right? What is he going to talk with God about? For you are forgers of lies, he tells his friends. All of you guys, you are making all of this up. These are all lies. Forgery, remember? It's like, you are just making this up. You are forgers of lies. You are all physicians of no value. What do you mean you came to help me? You physician, you are no value. You just blame me. Next verse. Oh, that you would altogether hold your peace. All of you should basically shut up. That's what Job is telling his friend, all right? And it should be your wisdom. You better shut up because you know if you know what's good for you. That's the everyday translation. Look, I mean, the Bible puts it very nicely. You would hold your peace because it will be your wisdom. Shut up if you know what's good for you. Okay? That's how we talk. Job 13, verse 18. Okay, these are all Job's replies now. Verse 18. Behold now. Remember, he's going to talk to God. He's going to stand like a lawyer in front of God. And he says, I have ordered my cause. I have all my reasons all ordered nicely. You remember how the lawyer in the court of law. He has a file. Everything is put nicely. It's all ordered. So he says, look, I have ordered my cause. And after I have talked with God and reasoned with God, I know that I shall be justified. Look, God, give me 1 hour of your time. Let me put my cause before you. This is why I said, God, you are wrong. I am correct. And after I finish my arguments, you see, God, I will be justified. Because I will defend myself. I'm good. All my friends who told all of those things, they are all just a bunch of liars. And they better shut up quick. Because they were flinging all sorts of accusations at me, telling me how bad I am. That's not true. My case is I'm good. Job 23, verse 3 to 7. Oh, that I knew where I might find him. But I don't know where God is. Oh, only if I knew where to find God. Because why does he want to find God? He wants to bring his case before God, right? He wants to reason with God. Oh, if only I knew where I might find him. I don't know where God is, but, that I might come even to his seat. Where God is sitting, I'm going to come close to his seat. Next verse. I would order my cause before him. You see, these are all the reasons why, God, you are wrong. God, you are wrong because you punish the wrong person. It's so simple, God. You punish the wrong person. Evil people, yes, punish them. I am Job, upright, perfect in righteousness. Why punish me? God, you are wrong. I will order my cause before him and fill my mouth with, come on, arguments. I'm going to argue the case. God, you are wrong. Why? And I'll give you my reasons. My mouth is filled with arguments. Man, I got all my reasons why, God, you are wrong. I would know the words which he would answer me, you see. God will answer back. Well, what do you think about that? I already know what God is going to answer. And understand what he would say to me. God will speak to me, but I already know what he's going to speak to me. But because I got the answers to his answer, to his questions. Before he asks the question, my answers are already prepared. Next verse. Will he plead against me with his great power? You see, God will plead the case. With his great power. No, but he would put strength in me, you see. God in his great power, well, that's nothing. Because once he hears my answers, man, he would put strength in me. Next verse. There the righteous might dispute with him. God and the righteous, who is me, I'm righteous. So I can dispute with God. So God, you are wrong. Basically, you are wrong, and I'm going to dispute with you. So should I be delivered forever from my judge. You are judging the wrong person. But only if I can present my case. Verse 10. But he knows the way that I take. God should know the way that I took. When he has tried me, I shall come forth as gold. Next verse. All right, so before we go on, remember the first week I told you? That's the common teaching. He saw that statement. Let's go back to read it again, verse 10. I shall come forth as gold. That means God made a mistake. But even if he didn't, and he burned me, and he tried me, I shall come forth as gold. Because you see, even if God is wrong and he burned me, at the end, I come out as gold. Refined gold. It's always about me. I was good. But if God made a mistake and he burned me, well, I'll still come out as gold. So it's how good I am. Next verse. My foot has held his steps. His ways I have kept, not declined. Next verse. Neither have I gone back from the commandment of his lips. Look, I've done good. I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food. You see, I, Job, have done all of this. So God, you must have made a mistake. You cannot punish me. You cannot take away my family. You cannot do all of these things to me, because look at what I am. My steps. God walks one step, I walk one step. My steps are exactly in line with God. I have done all the commandments. The Pharisees said the same thing. We are basically good people. The words of your mouth, oh, I love them. I love it. So God, you are wrong. Admit it. Job 27, okay? I'm giving you all the responses which Job is talking now. Job 27, verse 3. All the while my breath is in me and the Spirit of God is in my nostrils, my lips shall not speak wickedness, nor my tongue utter deceit. That's why God did all of this to me, but I'm not going to say anything. God forbid that I should justify you. Till I die, I will not remove my integrity from me. Now, you see, people read this and they say, wow, look, Job is actually so good. But you see, Job is trying to tell God how good he is. Job is trying to tell God how good he is. God forbid that I should justify you. Till I die, I will not remove my integrity. Is my integrity, is my goodness, is my righteousness. I'm a very good person. Next verse. Come on. My righteousness I hold fast. It's nothing to do with God's righteousness, God's goodness. Is my righteousness I hold fast and will not let it go. It's my righteousness. My heart shall not reproach me so long as I live. I didn't do anything wrong. What were you talking about? My wicked heart? What wicked heart? My heart will not reproach me. Next verse. Oh, that's it. All right. Okay. Now, let's move to Job 31, verse 3. Job 31, verse 3. Are you all getting the flow now? This is Job speaking, all right? Is not destruction for the wicked. So all those wicked people, God, you can destroy them. And a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity. Yeah, if you work iniquity, that's what you deserve. Does not God see, come on, my ways? God is actually quite blind. He needs glasses. Does God not see my ways and count all my steps? God, punishment is for the wicked people. I am a righteous person. I'm a good person. Next verse. If I have walked with vanity, if my foot has hasted to deceit, my foot didn't do anything wrong. Let's read on. Let me be weighed in an even balance. Come on, God, weigh me. Look at all the good things I have done. Look at all the wicked things, which is nothing. Good things outweigh the wicked things. Weigh in an even balance. Let's put me on the balance, put me on the scale. Balance me out. See, my good is a whole lot. My bad is nothing. That God may know what? My integrity. Next verse. If my step has turned out the way, that means I have walked in the wrong way, and my heart has walked after my eyes, and if any blot has cleaved to my hands, oh, look, my hands, you see, if any blot, if any spot is on my hands, then let me sow and let another eat. You see, if I did wrong, then look, if I sow, let somebody else reap it. Oh, you see, I am Job. Let my offspring be rooted out. If my heart have been deceived by a woman, or if my heart have been deceived by this beautiful woman down the street, or if I have laid wait at my neighbor's door, whoa, look at this beautiful woman, I'm going to meet her at my neighbor's door. Then let my wife grind onto another, ooh, and let others bow down upon her. She says, look, basically, if I have coveted that woman, then let my wife be cursed and let she go through all of this. Oh, I've never even looked at another woman because I'm Job. But this, what has happened to me, it is a heinous crime. God, you claim you did a crime towards me. It is an iniquity to be punished by the judges, who is you, God. Verse 13. If I did despise the cause of my manservant, my servants, did I despise their cause? Did I not treat them well? Or my maidservant, when they contended with me, when they argue with me, when they didn't agree with me, did I give them cause? Verse 13. Verse 16. If I have withheld the poor from their desire, oh, did I treat the poor badly? Or have caused the eyes of the widow to fail? Or have eaten my morsel myself alone? You see, when I ate, did I eat it myself alone, and the fatherless have not eaten thereof? Look at all those children, you know. Did I just eat my food? Did I not share with them? Did I not give to them? Did I not treat my servants well? Did I not do all of this, God? Verse 19. If I have seen any perish for want of clothing, or any poor without covering, come on, God. I gave them clothes. Did I not do that? Verse 21. If I have lifted my hand against the fatherless, did I do that to the orphans? Did I do that to the one, to the single mother, to the single father? Did I do that to them? No. When I saw my help in the gate, verse 24, if I made gold my hope, I didn't. I have said to the fine gold, you are my confidence. You see, this bar of gold. Did I say I trusted in the gold? If I rejoice because my wealth was great, and because my hand have gotten much. Verse 29. If I rejoice at the destruction of him that hated me, did I rejoice at that? You know, that guy died because he hated me. Did I rejoice in that? Come on, God. Or lifted up myself when evil found him. Oh, look, disaster happened to him. Did I lift up myself? Did I say, oh, look, that guy deserved it? Did I do that, God? verse 33. If I covered my transgressions as Adam, so that's how we know the book of Job came after that, because of certain things which he mentioned. Adam covered his transgression. Did I do that? I'm so good. Adam, that guy was terrible. I'm good. By hiding my iniquity in my bosom, did I do that? God, look, if I can talk to God in a court of law, God is the judge, I'm going to bring all this up. All of this, point by point. God, look, I did it. I'm good. I did it. Now, I want you to stop here and let's think about this. Let's think about this for a second. Right from the start, in the book of Job, chapter 1, verse 1. Let's just turn there. There was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was Job. And that man was perfect and upright, one that feared God and eschewed or avoided evil. So what do you think about this statement now? Now that you know more of the story. You see, at the first, it seems like God is praising Job. God is saying there was a man who was perfect and upright. But as you read more of the book of Job, through all the chapters, now you know who Job really is. Who do you think now is saying this? This is, like I said, Job talking about himself. He is saying, look, I am Job. I'm going to write about myself in the third person. There was a man, his name was Job, meaning me, all right? Who was perfect and upright, meaning me. And one that feared God. I feared God, you see. I did this for God. And I avoided evil. So you see, basically Job is telling his story about what he was at the start. He says, look, this is what I know about myself. I thought I was a great person. I was a perfect person. I was a good person. I know that I did this and I did that. I am a good person. So nothing should happen to me because I am a good person. If anything happens to me, that means God is wrong. Because God knows I'm a good person. So God cannot punish me because I'm good. But God punished me, so therefore God is wrong. So if only I have my time with God, just to talk to Him, a couple of minutes, God, give me 30 minutes and I'll prove to you that you are wrong. In a court of law. I've ordered my cause, All my friends, they better shut up. They know nothing. They just accuse me, they know nothing. Because I'm a good person. But God, you are also wrong. You are wrong, God. And we will continue next week.